Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we get started, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
Welcome back to Zone 6 Picks today, Thursday, August 27th. We're looking at two highly anticipated WNBA games between the Las Vegas Aces and the Atlanta Dream, and ending the night with the Connecticut Sun taking on the Dallas Wings. So let's break them down, starting in Hotlanta. The home squad, the Dream, open as 2.5-point favorites at home. But when we dig deeper into the numbers, the edge leans in the opposite direction towards the Aces. Yeah, I gotta fade the home team. The Las Vegas Aces enter this game, riding an incredible 11-game winning streak. A run that has showcased both their offensive firepower and their ability to clamp down on defense when it matters. Their most recent outing was a 79-74 road victory over the Chicago Sky, further proving that this group is locked in down the stretch of the season. Against the spread, Vegas has been inconsistent overall, sitting just below 500, but on the road they've been reliable enough, posting a 10-8 ATS mark away from home. Atlanta has been impressive in their own right. The Dream are 24-13 overall and have matched that record against the spread. A remarkable feat of consistency. They've taken 9 of their last 11 and come into this matchup off a convincing win over the New York Liberty. At home, they are steady and built on defense, giving up just 77 points per game on the year, the second-best mark in the league. Player availability is a key storyline. The Dream will be without Jordan Canada, and her absence in the backcourt takes away a stabilizing presence. For Las Vegas, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus remains out, but the Aces have shown no signs of slowing down without her, continuing to dominate behind Aja Wilson's MVP-level play. The depth of the Aces roster has allowed them to absorb that absence without a major drop in performance. Head-to-head history leans strongly toward Las Vegas. The Aces have won 9 of their last 10 against Atlanta and are on a 6-game winning streak in road meetings. The most recent matchup on August 19th was a narrow 74-72 win, a game where Vegas didn't cover the spread but still found a way to finish. Just a month earlier, they beat the Dream by 15, showing they can separate when their offense is clicking. The statistical picture adds more clarity. The Aces average nearly 83 points per game and allow just under 82. But on the road, their defense has traveled well, holding opponents to a little over 76 points a night, one of the best marks in the league. Atlanta averages 83 points of their own, but with Canada sidelined, their offensive rhythm could take a hit against a locked-in Aces defense. Both teams come in on relatively even rest, but Vegas is in the middle of a road swing, and Atlanta has been at home preparing. Still, the Aces' ability to grind out wins away from home, combined with their current momentum, makes them a tough side to fade in this spot. The betting market has Atlanta favored, and some models give them a slight edge on win probability. But the matchup trends tell a different story. With the Aces' winning streak, their dominance in head-to-head battles, and Atlanta's key injury in the backcourt, the sharper play is on Las Vegas to cover the spread and win outright. My projected score for this matchup is Las Vegas 80, Atlanta 77. However, this pick is just a lean. I have more confidence in another play. That's the under. Given the defensive metrics on both sides and the history of lower-scoring meetings between these two teams, that's the official play. Bottom line, while Atlanta has been excellent against the spread all season and brings elite defense into this matchup, Las Vegas is the hotter, deeper, and more experienced side right now. I'm leaning the Aces to extend their win streak, cover, and continue building momentum heading into the postseason in a low-scoring matchup. Sliding into the next and final matchup, the Connecticut Sun travel to Dallas to take on the Wings. The betting spread has Connecticut favored by 2.5 on the road. And while at first glance that number might seem tricky given the Suns' overall struggles this year, the deeper analysis points strongly in their favor. The Connecticut Sun come into this game with a 9-28 overall record, but their recent play tells a very different story. Despite being eliminated from postseason contention, they've shown signs of life, covering the spread in 6 straight games and winning 4 of their last 6 outright. Both of their recent losses came by a combined total of just 8 points. Over the last 2 weeks, Connecticut ranks 4th in net rating at +7, showing a renewed level of efficiency on both ends of the floor. Against the spread, they've been reliable all season, sitting at 21-16 and 9-8 ATS on the road. This is a team that seems to have found some rhythm late in the season. Dallas, on the other hand, continues to spiral. The Wings are 9-29 overall and have dropped 5 in a row, going just 2-3 against the spread in that span. They are 1-9 over their last 10 games and hold the league's worst net rating at -16.5 over the past 2 weeks. Even at home, they've struggled, posting a 7-12 ATS record. While their offense averages just over 81 points per game, they allow nearly 88, one of the worst defensive marks in the league. Since losing Lee Uuru to injury, their defense in the paint has fallen apart, surrendering an average of 36 points in the lane per game. Player availability is a critical factor here. The Wings are severely undermanned. Eric Ogunboyle, their primary scorer and leader, is sidelined with a knee issue, and both Tyasha Harris and Lee Uuru are out for the season. And most concerning, the potential absence of Paige Bueckers due to illness is a major blow. Bueckers, despite recent struggles, is a key offensive player for Dallas, having scored 8 of their first 12 points in a recent game against Golden State. Even if she finished with 11 points, her playmaking ability would also be missed. Her absence, even if temporary, will further strain an already thin and struggling lineup. That's an enormous amount of offensive production and defensive presence gone. Looking at the head-to-head, Dallas has won both meetings against Connecticut this season, but context matters. Those wins came when the Sun were playing some of their worst basketball of the year, and before their recent surge in efficiency. With the Wings now gutted by injuries, the circumstances are completely different. Connecticut comes into this one fully healthy. From a situational standpoint, both teams have had similar rest, each playing 2 games in the past few days. The Suns' road record is poor at 3-15, but their recent ATS surge, including road covers, shows they've started to put that trend behind them. The Wings' home advantage hasn't translated well, as they've continued to lose outright and against the number in Dallas. Expert consensus leans toward Connecticut, and it's not hard to see why. The Sun are healthy, in improved form, and playing with pride down the stretch. The Wings are undermanned and sliding fast. Despite their head-to-head success earlier in the year, the circumstances have shifted dramatically. My projection has the Sun winning this game outright and covering the spread. Final score projection: Connecticut Sun 83, Dallas Wings 80. This would cash Connecticut at -2.5 and reflect their continued late-season surge. While neither team is playing for playoff position, Connecticut is the side with form, health, and momentum. Dallas simply does not have the depth to overcome their losses. Alright, Zone 6 fam, let's run it back. For the matchup in Atlanta, the official play is on the under with a lean toward the Las Vegas Aces to edge out the Dream and extend their win streak. Lastly, in Dallas, the official pick is the Connecticut Sun to cover the spread on the road against the short-handed Wings. That wraps up today's breakdowns on Zone 6 picks. 2 strong angles, 1 official total, and 1 spread, with the data backing up the spots we like best. Make sure you lock in responsibly, stay disciplined with your bankroll, and keep running with us as we continue to cash tickets. I'll be back with more analysis and picks for the next slate. So hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and join the Zone 6 family.